Hey Capricorn, gonna do some quick love messages for couples and singles. I'm gonna use the same format on both sides. This is couples, this is singles, and I'm gonna pull some love oracle cards at the end and some timing cards. So if you have a question as to when something might happen, I'll let you pick A, B, or C, and that'll be your answer. All right, so this is a general reading. Not everything will resonate, so focus only on what applies to you. So, use your best judgment, and this is for entertainment and educational purposes. Let's get into it. So, we've got couples over here. The format on both sides is actually going to be overall, current, past, group influence, activity, whatever, future one, future two, and possible final outcome. So for couples, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and she is right side up. The book that I reference gives physical attributes. I'll give them to you if I remember, but anyone can change their hair or their eye color. The Queen of Pentacles is said to be black hair, black eyes, and dark complected. This queen, there is no gender in tarot, so it could be a person. We all have feminine and masculine characteristics, so go with what applies. This person is an influencer, so could be someone that has something going on online. They could be in the public eye in some way. This person is basically generous, rich, and charitable. She can possibly be a little moody, but other meanings for the card are new opportunities, financial security, trust of those around you, basically getting along, being practical, and acing it. So if you're doing something right now, it's, going pretty good for you. So that's the general overall right now. Whether this is your outlook, there may not be a specific Queen of Pentacles per se. This could be your attitude, which is pretty good one. Looking at it optimistically and everything. Current influence, we've got the Four of Pentacles, and this is upside down. So generally the Four of Pentacles is somebody, either you or your partner, is prejudiced. There's covetousness, so wanting what other people have, being jealous. There may be some suspicion, setbacks in material, somebody spending too much, and that might lead to a possible loss of possession. So don't overextend. Know your limits and everything. May also reference letting go. So that could be your partner's outlook on a situation, or something might be happening that's giving them that kind of outlook. So you may be feeling like your partner is selfish in some way, so there's that. This card references the past. This is the Page of Swords. He is upside down, he, she, whatever. This is a young person, 25 years or 30 years old or younger, give or take. Brown hair, brown eyes. Upside down and right side up, they're a spy. So someone's either watching you or you're watching somebody else. And that can be either visually, online, via, watching where their phone goes, whatever, tracking somehow. There's some spying going on. And upside down, this dude is a jerk. So it's the first meaning is imposter, cunning. So this is someone who's a fraud, someone who's going to try to cheat you out of something. They're a deceptive messenger. There may have been possible illness, and there's a reference to expect the unexpected. This card is in your past, but it was someone in your circle. Could have been, hopefully it wasn't your partner, but could have been, your partner's friend or maybe one of your friends. Somebody that's, kind of a low life. But there was an imposter around somewhere, which the Four of Pentacles usually references holding on to your shit, protecting your stuff. Could be miser also, but it's the other way around. And it could be as a result from this Page of Swords. You'll know who I'm talking about. In the group influence, group activity, we've got the Queen of Cups. Could be guy, could be girl, light brown hair, hazel eyes. This person's also an influencer. You got two influencers. Now, this could be the same person, or it could be you, like one's you, one's your partner, and you were feeling this way. You were influencing on your own or whatever, and then they're influencing on their own with them or whatever. It could be the same person, or it could be two different people. This person is also an empath, so, they know what you're going to say before you say it, and their dreams tell them things. You're going to know who this person is also. This person is generally very warm, very loving. They put whatever their visions are into action. They make it happen. It's like a good person, a really, really good person. It represents honesty, devotion, loyalty, someone with vision, someone kind but not willing to go through too much trouble for someone else. Success, happiness, and pleasure. So this is awesome. Your group activity is, it's basically more than two people getting together, eating dinner, going to a movie, whatever. And it's also like general opinion. So it's the opinion of your family members, your circle. Someone in your family could be telling you to, hey, let's forgive and forget, or they're telling you to be that way. Just, bygones, just forgive and forget, move on. So someone, and you know who that is, someone around you has that attitude. It's probably your mom. So we've got future one, future two, possible final outcome. These are not set in stone. They're advice, so it's up to you to take it, leave it, whatever. We've got the Six of Swords upside down. This references you're going to stay where you're at right now. So if you've been feeling like you need to move, or you want to work in a different place or whatever, that's just saying that for right now you're not going to be going anywhere. So whether you're not going to be able to, or there's not going to be an opening or whatever, you're not going to be able to get your house sold in time, something like that, you will have to stay where you're at. And my readings, this reading is going to be seasonal, so it's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks to 3 months. So give or take, and you're just going to have to stay put for that about that amount of time. So it also represents there is a possible unfavorable event or an unfavorable lawsuit. Now that to me is like having a little car accident or whatever, and they deem you at fault, or someone thinks you broke their property and they're suing you for it, something like that. It doesn't feel that heavy. The unfavorable event, it could be the same thing, but the unfavorable event, if it's not lawsuit, it could be something like it's feeling family oriented, like maybe it's some awkward situation, maybe an argument, and you're going to get dragged into it. So just, try to stay, objective and out of it. Future 2, we've got from the major arcana, the Fool, number 0. This is right side up, and it's actually a good card. This is a card saying that you are a dreamer, a mystic, so you may have some psychic tendencies yourself. Great desire to accomplish great goals, optimistic outlook. You're careful to try to make the right choice or choices. It's an unencumbered leap of faith. So it's just wholeheartedly jumping into something. And it's also representing the beginning of something great. So it's all full of optimism, all of that. So you may have to stay put, but you're eventually going to be able to make a move, do what you want. And the final possible outcome is not, like I said, not set in stone. Everyone's afraid of the Tower. It's number 16 from the Major Arcana. The Tower, most people do not realize it is necessary. And it's not always that terrible. It's not a literal tower. Your house is going to fall. You're going to, whatever. It's not really that. It could be, but generally it is something that has been needing to be changed, that no one's doing any movement on. No one's making any step forward or anything, and divine is going to step in. And that is how I always take this card. It is a necessary change. So it is divine intervention, karma. So if you put out good, you're going to get good back. It's a needed change, possible conflict, upheaval, but it is an overthrow of existing ways leading to enlightenment. So that's ways of thinking, ways of doing things, getting along. This card represents unselfishness. So how can that be a bad thing? And this is going by the book Complete Guide to the Tarot by Eden Gray. These are her definitions. It also may reference bankruptcy, whether it's emotional or financial. So, and it could be emotional. It could be you're just too damn exhausted to give a damn, and you're just going to have to crash and get rest. This can also reference resistance to being open. So your partner may be resisting being open or sharing, or you are. So this Tower is basically, I'm getting the feeling it's needed to open someone's eyes, and it's probably not you. It's probably your partner. I'm hoping it's not you. I mean, but everything is within your power. It's going to lead to enlightenment, and it's going to make a stronger bond. I don't see divorce in here anywhere. I don't even see separation. So it's just a speed bump. Maybe somebody might be, getting laid off or something, and that could be the Tower. And you know what? You may end up still having enough to make it. It's that kind of feeling I'm getting. I don't ever get a really terrible feeling from the Tower. So as a couple, it looks like you're going to have some good influences, whether they're from your family or your friends. And you're going to have some worthwhile people to build with. And you are going to take a leap of faith on something. So you may be doing that with your partner as well. So you might be going into business together with your partner, but you're going to be getting closer. So, just be who you are. And like I said, if you put out good, you're going to get good back. So we've got singles over here. It's the same format: overall, current, past, group, future 1, future 2, and possible final outcome. For overall, we've got the Two of Cups, and these are upside down. The definition for those is false love. So this is someone either you're dating right now, or someone you have dated recently, or this is how you're feeling. You're feeling like you can't find any genuine freaking people to date. I'm really getting that, just like what the hell, It also represents dissipation, foolishness. It may or may not be on your part. The way I take it is you really, really like the person and you're just, a fool for them. And, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. I'd rather know someone's feelings than not, and you're never going to know unless you tell them. So you may feel like a fool, but you really are not. It represents disunity, misunderstandings, and possible violence. So if you were seeing somebody that's violent or has violent tendencies or whatever, you're best off not being around them anyway. So could be a blessing in disguise. Nobody likes to hear that. But I do believe in seeing the silver lining of every freaking cloud. And to me, divine intervention, that is, get them out of your life. All right. And your current influence right now is Four Cups. This is upside down also. So you are currently either getting over someone who didn't work out or whatever, or how you're feeling and everything. And you're currently going to be getting into awakening, new goals, new ambitions. And the no shit definition is new relationships now possible. So very shortly, if you're not doing it already, you're going to start dating, maybe, and it's plural, relationships. So if you're single, why not? Be honest with everybody, but, why not date more than one person? Some people are, A-okay with that, and other people, But it's also a card urging for you to do it now. So if you have something in your ideas that you want to do now, do it now. This card represents the past. It's the Five of Pentacles, and it is also upside down. So upside down, it's not so bad. It's the card of the Dark Night of the Soul. But upside down, it represents money that was regained. So this was in the past, whether it's recent or further back, but money regained. There was possible new employment. It might have been temporary, might still be in it. And charity. So, somebody was charitable with you, or, maybe you went to a couple of food banks or whatever, got some other kind of assistance, and it also represents spirituality. And that to me is always praying or looking higher for your wisdom and guidance. This is the group influence, group activity card. It represents things happening with, two or more people. May also be an influence. Got the number 7. It's the Chariot from the Major Arcana, and it is upside down. So the Chariot has everything to do with driving, vehicles. With it being, and it represents Cancer, so you may be dealing with a Cancer or something happening during Cancer birth season. With the Chariot being upside down, it represents no travel, no action. Vehicles, it represents upside down issues with vehicles, buying, maintenance, accidents. If you drive for a living, some kind of issue with that, and employment, like maybe you got too many tickets and you're a commercial driver, and that's going to affect, you know. Upside down, it references wrong choices, vices, restlessness, possible illness, unethical victory. Now, that could be you or somebody else having an unethical victory. So you might be getting into a pissing match with somebody. It's involving vehicles, or if you, like I said, if you drive for work, it could be work, could be an accident. There may be some road rage, possibly. Anything is possible. Get a dash cam. That's very, very helpful. It also helps if you have an accident. Speaking from experience. Future 1, future 2, and possible final outcome. So future 1, like I said, you can take one or the other, or both of them, none of them, whatever. Future 1, we've got the 10 of Wands upside down. 10s represent an end of a cycle. Upside down, it represents intrigues, separation, immigration. This could be you or someone else. Now, immigration for me is that's leaving someplace really fast. Whether it's a job, an apartment, and getting out like that. So it could be you, could be like maybe if you have a roommate, they just up and freaking leave. Yeah, something like that. If there's a lawsuit, there will be some loss. Doesn't mean it's going to be a complete wash, but it does say some loss. So if it's a car accident, it may be something like, we'll both fix our own car and we'll pay for your medical bills or whatever. Something like that. This represents still learning, and it can be something or someone that you've given up on. So it's the end of a cycle. So you're done with something. Done with something. Future 2, we've got the Ace of Wands. That's very auspicious, especially right side up. This is a yes card. So if you're planning on doing something, asking somebody out, going on a vacation, changing jobs, this is the yes card. The Ace of Wands is igniting something passionate. It's having a vision. It's believing in your dreams. This is also a reference to write down your dreams. So keep a pen and a paper next to your bed and write down whatever you're dreaming. You'd be surprised how everything connects. This is also the beginning of an enterprise, an invention, a family, journey, adventure, an escapade. Beginning of a love. Family was in there, so you're going to be meeting somebody. A possible final outcome, we've got the Six of Pentacles, and that's right side up. This card is equal give and take. This is alms dispensed with justice. It's gifts, inheritance, and an inheritance doesn't mean the person has to pass away. They can just quit driving and give you their car or give you their furniture, I don't see any funerals in this. Gain in material, others will share with you justly. You will get what you deserve. So you're going to be meeting somebody new. So it's going to be someone who will treat you the same way you treat them. It's going to be equal give and take. It's going to be the beginning of a love, a family, an enterprise. And you got the yes card. So for singles is looking awesome for you. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to be pulling some love oracle cards, and this is what the person that you're thinking of would say to you if they could. For some reason they can't. Maybe they don't have your number. Maybe they're too shy. Whatever the reason is. I feel lonely. Okay. The passion is too much. So they're feeling a lot right now. It is dark without you. I wish I could be a different person. So they're feeling lonely, but they're feeling a lot. They're feeling lost without you, and they're not happy with themselves for some reason. Well, a lot of people aren't happy being who they are, so they may just have a self-image problem. I'm going to pull some timing cards. If you have a question, you can pick, or more than one, whatever. You can pick A, B, or C, and that'll be the answer to your question. And I usually pick these until I get a definitive answer. If you picked A, the answer is 21 July. And if you picked B, the answer is 37. It's in the future. That's not an answer. 35. Next month looks promising. So B is 39. It's in the future. And 35. Next month looks promising. The numbers may mean something to you too. And if you picked P. Oh my God. Why would I say P? Okay, the letter P means something to somebody, or maybe somebody has to pee. Somebody's name begins with P. Paul, Patty, Patricia, whatever. Petunia, Penelope, Peter. I said P for some reason. If you picked C, the answer is 60. It's in the past. That is not an answer. Or, I can't. Oh, it's upside down. It's like I couldn't read the number. The numbers are hard to read on some of these. Or it is 23 September. So C is 60. It's in the past. And 23 September. So those numbers may mean something. So I hope this has been helpful. If you like the way I read, please click the like button and consider subscribing. I'm going to try to get these up in a more consistent fashion. I'm going to try to get the regular reads up as well and do a couple of collectives or just general reads. But thank you for watching. And if you have any comments, please leave some. I'd like to know where you're from, what you do, whatever. You don't have to, but I'd like to know. Whatever. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.